Good morning, everyone. Yeah, we're just enjoying coffee and staying inside where it's warm because it sure was cold last night. I know, like at 4 a.m. I saw 22 on the thermometer, okay. So it did definitely get chilly. We have some kitties who are settled back down after eating and just staying where it's warm. And no, the heated mattress cover is not on right now, but it's still pretty snugly there. This one was also resting, but when Mom got up to get Morris's food ready to go, he wanted to go out, so I'm going to let Stripe go out with me. He's watching a squirrel. There's a squirrel on the cat bricks over there. Oh my.
Handsome, you ready? All right.
Silly Morris was out here this morning. Yeah, go. I'll put it right in my way. Was out here this morning trying to lick the ice in the water bowls, and I do realize that... Here comes Morris. I do realize that bowl is dirty from the raccoons overnight, but I put water on the step for him. I wasn't dressed yet, and he did come over and drink, so that was good. I don't know why Silly Boy doesn't like the heated water bowl. There's always water out here, and sometimes he's not willing to drink it. Hey, bud. I hear somebody over here in the woods. I think it's the chicken. Or chickens. Hi. I see two black guys up there. I really don't want them picking in my woods. It doesn't distress me that they come down here and eat the cat food. But when they're up there looking for food in my woods and making it a dirt pile up there, because they've, picked over everything. I don't like that. Yeah, Morris was over here trying to get water out of these bowls, licking the surface, and I was like, buddy, it's cold. Don't do that to your tongue. Please don't do that to your tongue. Don woke up this morning. He said, it kind of looks like snow out there. And then A says we have a 7% chance of snow this afternoon. So if we see a flurry, that wouldn't be outside the realm of possibilities. I have vacuumed around the 3D printer in the garage and thrown really big pine cones off the driveway and carried some sticks that have fallen branches in the yard up to the branch pile. And yeah, I've been out here a little bit. Yeah, I haven't quite been doing my normal thing out in the yard. I feel like I'm getting behind with my walking around and tidying that I normally do in the mornings because it's just been too stinking cold to want to be out here. But when it warms up a little bit, I'll get back at it.
Well, we got a thing from Tesla that says for us to complete a pre-delivery task, and they give you a little start button. So I'm thinking they're wanting me to go out, or wanting us to go out there and pick a date. Oh. 1 of 9 is complete.
Well, duh.
Yeah.
We were up to step 5 or something.
Oh, this is 9. The thing that is complete. Now we're doing the registration part. And I see what it's doing because it wants us to buy accessories and stuff like that.
Well, we've bought some, and from Tesla.
And from Tesla.
Most of them are from Tesla. We did not buy the floor mats from Tesla, but everything else came from Tesla.
All right, so it says step 2, add window tint. I don't think I want window tint. I don't
know how much is window tint.
Yeah, that's a good question. Window tint, drum roll, it's expel. Oh, wow. You pick it for each one. Cybertruck. Coverage options. Standard window tint. I guess. Color is window tint. It is $375 for the plus, and just regular, it's $325. It says window tint. Our tint is engineered to provide superior heat rejection. UD so far. The Prime XR blocks up to 85% infrared heat a great balance of performance and style and value. And the other one is blocks up to 90% infrared heat. Our most advanced tint for peak performance and comfort. Interesting.
That doesn't sound particularly bad.
No.
I guess my only question would be...
I guess we should ask Adam.
Yeah, I guess my only question would be, is it done at delivery, or do you still have to take it back someplace to get it done afterward and you're just paying for it now?
Yeah, that's kind of stuff.
I'm worried about convenience.
Right.
Right. We go to pick it up and it's all ready to go and it's got the tint on it. $375 sounds totally... Sign me up.
Right.
But I got to follow you someplace to drop it off for a day. Then it's not really saving me anything.
Yeah, it's impacting my time.
Yeah, that's sort of what I want to know.
Mm-hmm. Can't answer
We
that.
decided no.
Yeah. So according to Grok, it's not pre-delivery. In other words, if we could pick up our Cybertruck with the windows tinted, all done, no problem. I'm probably going to let Tesla pay the premium and let Tesla do it. But it's not. They just add it to your bill, and then you go schedule and you go deal with getting it done. They may be able to get you in a week or 6 months. I don't know. Don't care. The convenience factor of ordering it with the Cybertruck is lost if it's not on the vehicle when we pick it up.
Yeah, that was my feeling. If I got to follow Dawn somewhere and we got to leave it for the day.
No.
Because that means, at the minimum, drive to carry.
Yes. And then the other thing is that the price was starting at, and that was just going to, $375 was just going to cover the driver and passenger windows, is all that covers. $560 if you want to add the rear window, and another $800 if you wanted to add the windshield. So if you really wanted to do it, it's going to well over $1,000 to treat the windows. And so that's again, if it was
super convenient,
and time of delivery and all that, I might have been more tempted. But basically, I'm going to have to go out and take it somewhere and talk to the guy. Forget it. I'm not going to pay for convenience and not get it.
Right. A friend that had aftermarket tint for their Y said it cost about $1,000. So the price does not appear, that was in Florida, the price does not appear to be outrageous or anything.
Right. And a friend who did his own said the material costs $100.
Right.
For the window, the small little side vent, the little window.
Yeah.
And
the triangle.
Two triangles, and then the passenger and the driver window, so that they all match. So the rear windows, passenger and driver side, back seat, they're already tinted.
Right. Just like the Model X, the passenger windows are tinted, but the front is not. Yeah. And the front on the sides is not. Yeah. Just like Ruby.
And I'm not saying I'm going to do it, but I probably will at least consider taking it somewhere, because screen protectors and things like window tint are just some things I'm really anal about. And, I always get something underneath the window. It's always something there. And so it really upsets me.
This was for Expel tint.
Oh, yeah,
it was the name brand stuff, we'll just say. I don't know if it's better or worse or whatever, but it is the brand you would have expected it to be. But
yeah, I'm sure it's quality materials.
Right.
But...
Well, I do regret having Ruby for 8+ years and never putting tint on her front window. If I had to do Ruby all over again, when she came home, she would have went someplace and got tint.
Right.
Johnny and I were hot in the afternoon coming home from Raleigh going into the sun in the summer.
Yeah,
we were hot. We were hot.
Right.
And we had a very inexpensive solution that worked pretty well. But if I had it to do all over again on Ruby because of that big window, it would have absolutely been worth it to have tint. I never care in Robot or Jules.
Yeah.
So I don't know how I'm going to feel in the Cybertruck. Since it has regular sunshades.
Right.
Although they're probably in the shape of a triangle.
Yeah.
Since it has regular sunshades, I suspect I'm not going to care.
Right.
But, like I said, I had ways around it in Ruby, but it was pretty brutal coming driving west in Raleigh in July at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
That was, and Johnny and I did that every day during the school year. It was hot. And then add in Ruby has the older climate system and not the brand new heat pump, you know, air conditioning.
Yeah.
Add that factor in, and Ruby was not always, admittedly, was and is not always as comfortable as I need her to be. But I'm not driving west in the sun at 3 p.m. 5 days a week all summer,
right,
or whatever anymore. I guess it wasn't July. It was like August and then the spring. But anyway, it was plenty hot when we were actually driving. So,
yep.
All right. So that we had to fake out on getting our, it's time to schedule your delivery.
Yeah, I buried the lead. I guess I must have missed that task. So all it was really telling me is go complete your thing.
Yeah, you got one more task to do. We're waiting on you to finish.
And that was, do you want
tent?
And I said, after we researched it, no. And then it took me back to where we've always been, waiting for our schedule our delivery, but you can't click that yet.
Yeah. All right, we'll keep you posted.
Yep.
So coming down the driveway, Don stopped in 3 places, and I scoped out the hawk's nest.
Yeah, there's something going on up there.
I think the nest is done. I think she might even be in there with an egg already. They start really early.
They do really early.
So it looked good. It looked viable. She could be sitting up there, and I just couldn't see her on camera. But also when I put the pictures on the computer where I can zoom in on the nest even more than my 300 lens, I might even be able to see more. So anyway, I consider this official hawk nest watch begin.
Right.
Okay. And even though it's cold, because it really is cold, it's in the low 30s, low to mid 30s right now. The car says 37, but we've only been out of the garage a few minutes. Tonight's low's 22 again, by the way. Even though it's cold, we're going to go clean out some Bluebird boxes for our exercise. We're going to walk around. We're running out of time. Just as soon as we have a couple of warm days, they're going to start nest building.
That's right.
We're very close to nest building for the songbirds, so it's time to clean them.
Yep.
And we're here at the environmental park, and assuming we're doing okay, we're going to go over to South Park too.
That's right.
I don't think last year we had on hats in 3 layers.
No, I don't think so either.
So,
well, unfortunately,
this one did not get used, or somebody else has already come and cleaned it out.
I think because of the piece of pine straw, it hadn't been used.
Okay. Well, the one we know was used was the one on the other side of the bathrooms.
Again, the screw does a great job of keeping people out of that box.
Yeah, and I was saying to Dawn, turn around behind you, let's walk the wood line where the trash is. I got a trash bag. I'm on trash while Dawn's on tools. So we did so much work last year, it should be a little less work this year. That's all I was trying to say. Well, this one's empty too. That's a real bummer.
Yeah, well, I don't know the finer points of this one and that one. I don't know if this is facing the right way. Although that one over there that does work
is pointing the same way this one is. Yeah.
There is a direction you're supposed to point them. I don't remember what that is.
Well, and also too, it honestly seems like in the spring they want a box in the sun, and in this closer to the summer they want a box that gets afternoon shade. It's not a one-size-fits-all, really. We did a lot of work to situate this box and clear out around it and everything. This is like a brown nuthatch size hole. This is a very small hole. There's a limited number of birds that can do anything with this box, but it's got a decent location here. It's a little thick in the woods for some birds to want to use it.
Not exactly. Comes open on the side. Oh man, we're 3 for 3.
Wow.
3 for 3.
Yeah, well, we questioned these. We moved this box, reinstalled it or moved it from where it was, but I questioned down here in the thick of the woods if this box is actually doing anything.
I agree. It's a nice box.
We didn't pick the location. We just saw the value, and that box is a really nice box. Yeah, well, we picked up about 15 cans behind this bench. I guess that's what you do. You come down here to enjoy nature, sit on the bench, and chuck your... There's actually mostly soda in this case and not alcohol. Red Bull and soda.
Yeah, that's encouraging that at least it wasn't beer cans.
Yeah, usually it's beer cans. Speaking of the brown-headed nuthatch, which, by the way, I've been posting videos and pictures of from our feeder. That was what that sign was. We moved there. They are listed as a species of concern. Bummer. I refuse to be discouraged, though. I know for sure 3 of our boxes had bluebirds in it last year, and you can't win them all. I refuse to be discouraged.
Right. Well, this is a less than ideal place to put something.
Right. They probably even do better facing out of the edge of the woods over there, but we're not here to move boxes today. We're just cleaning and ensuring that nothing needs repair.
Yeah, if we come across something that needs a lot of attention, just make a note of it and move on.
Yeah, today is about low-hanging fruit. Let's go clean all the boxes we can easily get to and get the mass number of boxes ready to go. Right. Well, this one's not on the trail, and we don't think we saw this one last year. As, you know, up the hill and out of the way, and so maybe this one's got something in it because we didn't clean it out last year. Probably when we cleaned so hard last year, it had been multiple years since someone had come through. So they were pretty much all dirty with something.
Well, like I said,
no cup, no nest.
Never had, but I got a cup I could use.
Okay, you got a screw too?
Yeah, I got a screw.
Okay. Alright, we'll see what's going on here. I will break off some or cut some of this grass that's too close to the box. We'll get some of this gone. We keep on forgetting about fixing the bat box. We might get back here to fix the bat box. It's just still laying over there in the tall grass. Yeah. Hang on, I was going to try to break it, but okay. Just do the box and let me stop filming and handle the grass. With all the construction this last summer.
Oh.
All right, finally. But why were they, and it is a bluebird nest, it's all pine straw.
Yep, I would say it's 2.
Yeah. Now the reason why you want to clean and take that as far away as you can.
Yeah.
The reason why you want to clean, yep,
2.
it was definitely, hang on, definitely 2 nests. The reason why you don't want that is it puts the babies closer to the hole for raccoons and stuff sticking their paws in there and pulling out eggs or pulling out babies. So you don't want that. There it goes on. Wow, we still got ice over here. I would have thought this got plenty of shade. That's what I meant. I would have thought there was plenty of sun here.
Plenty of shade here.
Apparently. We got a bluebird house in here to the left by the bat, this second bat box. This is the one you put the leftover cedar shingles from the gnome home on top.
That's right. And the cedar
It looks like we lost a couple down on the ground there. To see the shade color. Look up at the shingles. Some are light and some are dark. We've lost a few from the back.
Yeah, probably so.
And now that the wood is in the elements, they'll turn dark too.
Well, bad news.
Nothing in that one, huh?
Stand corrected. It's had something.
Oh, this one wasn't a bluebird.
Wasn't bluebird, some other critter.
Some other bird.
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't know we needed the bushwhacker. And guys didn't mow down here this year. There was sort of grass here. Maybe it's been 2 years now. I think they happen to have less to take care of. Anyway, Dawn's going to make it over there. I got a couple briars in my finger and I quit trying to get over there. I'm bleeding. Not bad, but I'm bleeding. There's a little bird nest in it, but not a bluebird. But we're happy to help all birds. And it's just, yeah. So Dawn said if they're not going to come in here and do what they need to do, then we'll move this one. Well, I suspect what'll happen now that the town's not taking care of this space is the utility company will come in. And that's the last thing we need is for them to just plow it over because the poor guy on the thing don't even know it's there.
Well, he might see this.
He might.
Very possible.
Yeah, here's a really nice bench too. The town should
Yeah, you used to be able to walk along the creek.
Yeah, it used to be able to walk along the creek, and now it's just all grown up. We went straight. This is new. I mean, there was kind of openness up there that way before, but this over here part over to 401 is new, where they put the pipe, and we're just going to pick up the trail and come in through this way and go back, make a little loop. Okay. I was counting on Dawn to spot it, but I knew it was near the bench. This bench in front right. Over here in the shade, no ice.
Right.
Over there in the sun, ice. I think tubes like this are bringing the water across, and it's raining over there, and then it's refroze. Yeah. That's not what came down from the storm, but it's drainage, and then the puddles freeze.
Yeah, I think the puddles filled in and froze.
Yep. We're down here on the far end. There's really no reason why they can't open this back up, because it was still technically blocked off. I swore to Dawn that we had, there's Wagstaff, the road we drive on straight ahead through those trees. Here's the steel place. Our house is like that direction. And, yep, no house down here. I really thought there was. But there's not.
So this one was empty, and we sat right there in Jules and watched them. So I think somebody else, that might have been while all these boxes were really easy to get to were clean.
Yeah, they didn't walk down there through the briars to get to the hard ones, but they did this one in the parking lot.
Yeah, this is easy to get to.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's ready for this year. We were not gonna, no sweat.
Yeah, all well.
We were getting exercise anyway.
That's right.
We are going to head to South Park. We got 3 over there to check. South Park now, and see that feather? And then there's all of these feathers. And it's not bluebird stuff. That was a big bird, whatever that was. Donnie, these are big feathers. I said maybe it was an owl, or a hawk, or a pheasant, or something. This is just big feathers. This is not little feathers. This is no turkey vulture either.
So I violate my own rule. I say never lop off stuff at the ground. Because when you lop it off at the ground, you get more of it, and now you can't pull it out.
Yeah.
You should always pull it by the root.
Well, we did what we could over here.
Right.
But obviously we need to come back and cut it, and we definitely had a nest. At least one, I think 2.
I think there's 2.
In a perfect world, we would have come around and done this, you know, after we knew they were done with their first brood, but we're not perfect. They're not perfect. It's better, but we'll come back. Love how the town piled up a couple of pine limbs right there next to the house. Couldn't put them over here or over there. But we'll come back and we'll tidy it up around the box. That we can do even after they start nest building. It's just, you don't want predators jumping from little sweet gum tree over onto the box. With that baffle there, you know, they're not getting up that way, but then you're really not supposed to have anything, I don't know, 10, 15 feet all around would be optimal. Well, we're sort of irritated. There's all kind of golf balls down here. You right? Remember that guy was hitting drivers down here one day, and we, talked to him. We started to leave without picking him up, and he was very adamant that there was no reason why he should pick him up, but he'll just leave his golf balls wherever he wanted to. And
he's special.
And then on top of that, the fence guys left a whole bunch of fence parts down here, and we think this one might do better this year.
It's got a nest.
Oh, it does. A nest with... So that is a black cap chickadee nest with the moss in it. I don't know what that piece of plastic was they brought us, but
yeah,
see?
Yeah,
Not the golf ball, but the piece of plastic. Well, maybe kids threw that in the hole. That's probably how that got... Oh, and there's a bees or wasps or something up at the top we got to get out of there. Don knows he's going to have to come back and do something to straighten and secure this pole. They hit it with the lawnmower last year. But we can at least see what's in the box and clean it out. He wanted to look so he could, you know, come back with whatever he thought he needed.
Doing good.
Yeah, that's at least 2 nests. The last one, Don said, is probably 3. Probably had, they can do up to 3 broods a year.
In a really desirable nest site like that one over there, I can believe they can.
Yeah. Don stood it back up, but he's going to have to come back. It's not really stable. Well, Don's been a very good boy. He spent close to 2 hours outside at 32 degrees, picking up trash, cleaning out bird houses, and doing other sundry things. And I have made you not just any old nachos, but those are nachos with prime rib meat.
Yeah,
shaved really small pieces.
Wow.
And, yeah, there you are. Sorry.
Am I a lucky boy or am I a lucky boy?
Yeah, we actually didn't have any breakfast today.
No breakfast.
Or anything until now. It's 4 o'clock. That's why it's sort of, I might would have made it for you for Super Bowl, but you're not going to make it till, you're not going to have a good nap without something in your stomach. So here's your pregame food.
Thank you, sweetheart.
And we get hungry a little later. I know I'm going to have a piece of lasagna. We'll have a piece of lasagna.
Sure, we can do that.
Whatever time we feel is right. Or maybe we'll just skip the lasagna and I'll make ice cream.
Hey, well, who knows?
Yeah, you know, that's what I might be doing.
I'm liking that sound.
Yeah, I'm liking the sound of that. I think we're having ice cream, but we got to warm up. He would have a beer.
Yeah, it's cold.
But he's so cold, we've made tea. And I've got pumpkin spice coffee that I made for me out in the kitchen. So
my nose and my hands got cold. That was it.
Yeah, my cheeks.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah.
In particular, up on my face.
But my top of my head did well with the skull cap. It stayed
Yeah,
warm.
that's good.
Yeah.
I'm going to do bags 11 and 12, which is going to be the 3rd floor. So I don't need the bottom part. I just need to get started on here. You can kind of see what's happening with bag 11 there. I'm slightly perplexed that I don't know where the tan piece is. I just know where this dark gray piece is. So I don't know. I'm going to have to figure that out. I was storing them over here behind, but I don't see it. We got the game on.
Yeah.
I got the ice cream ready to start after I'm done with this bag of Legos. And Disclosure Day, the movie, Steven Spielberg movie, looked interesting to me. Donnie! Well, it was sort of sci-fi-y.
Well,
I'm interested.
But I'm not into the government's concealing UFOs, but maybe it could be. You know, the fact that Spielberg is doing it, so he could probably make that work.
Right. Well, it looked like a mix between The Arrival and Signs.
Right.
Signs had the crop circles, and The Arrival dealt with somebody coming to visit us.
Yeah, well, apparently there are aliens among us, and the government knows.
Well, according to Elon, there's not, and I believe him when he says he can't keep his mouth shut about it. But we have, I'm pouting, but we have so few movies that show any of interest to me whatsoever. Good sci-fi stuff. Sure. I have to take whatever little breadcrumbs they give me. So don't,
I'm not going to rain on you.
Don't rain on my parade.
Spielberg is not going to make a bad movie. It may not be the greatest movie of all time, but he is not going to make a bad movie.
Right. Yeah. We got I Greenland 2, which I really want to see with Gerard Butler and our cute little girl from Serenity from that TV series Baccarat or something like that. I can't quite say her name properly. I'm sorry. I apologize. Anyway, I'm excited for it, but it's not getting the best reviews. It's really hard to do a sequel to a great movie and have it be great. Now, I'm sure I'm going to enjoy it anyway because I really like them and the concept and the sci-fi stuff, but it's getting done. We're waiting for that to drop to a reasonable rental or purchase price. The normal kind of $4.15, kind of a thing. Because right now it's still pretty pricey, but
it's like
I've really been looking forward to that too. So just color me in the waiting, you know, like I said, there's so few things that they release that I care about now. So I really need that.
Right.
Well, I finished bags 11 and 12. I'll finish it up with 13 and 14 tomorrow. The green side is done and the purple side is done. So it's going to be the front window and the roof here for the center section. Yeah, it's turning out pretty cool. I got to put on some slope bricks. Yes, we are having ice cream.
Yes, Super Bowl ice cream.
Super Bowl ice cream.